Mad Money with Jim Cramer, Fast Money, The Big Idea with Donnie Deutsch. These CNBC shows are in the forefront in the world of business television. And the woman behind these hits, her name is Susan Krakower, and she's our power player on this episode of 360. You are the woman behind so many shows that we love here on CNBC. The Big Idea, Fast Money, Jim Cramer's Mad Money. Tell me how those shows came about and your role in them.
Do you want to come inside my head?
Yes, that's exactly what we want to do.
My job as head of development and strategic programming is to come up with ideas. So I have a team of people who filter through thousands of ideas, not from magazines, not from books, but from inside their heads.
The tone of these shows is like SportsCenter meets MTV. Yeah. Was that on purpose?
Yes. They're all derivatives of the CNBC brand, which is confident, thought-provoking, provocative. Also, none of those shows are boring. They all have a purpose. They all know what they are.
Tell me about The Big Idea with Donnie Deutsch. That's what brought you to CNBC.
Donnie's one of the greatest talent.
First suitcase is free. The second one, $25. Stephanie Greenfield. Big idea or bad idea?
I could throw any idea at Donnie, and he gets it. Part of the concept of creating Mad Money was I thought you needed to have real people who had real experience to money.
You want it? Oh, what the heck? You got it!
And I thought it was time to create a show that actually had a pulse where someone could actually talk about the rise and fall of stocks.
Other people want to make friends. I just want to make you some money.
I used to tell Jim when we first created the show, I don't care if you stand up on the desk, wear a kimono, or scream at the top of your lungs, but you've got to seduce them, okay? You're playing with their heads and you're giving them information they can't live without, and that has to come across on that camera. We just launched a year ago, Fast Money.
Time Warner down 4% on the day. What seems to be the problem?
Bring back Dick Parsons, Dylan.
I designed it to be the sports show of money.
I still think 17 is the bottom, but I've been R-O-N-G wrong on this one.
Well, you have such an interesting career path. You've done pretty much everything. You were in news, you were in entertainment.
Documentary.
Are you an expert in a lot of things, or are you an expert in the audience?
I think at the end of the day, I want to be an expert in being smart, because smart people can do anything. I hire people who can bring new ideas and innovative ways of relaying this information. You can't go at these things alone, because while there may be thousands of people in my head, and I never sleep, and people are talking to me all through the night, and I'm sending emails, you can ask my team. Do I send emails all hours of the night? Is it true? It's about how we reinvent the flow of information.
What time do you wake up in the morning?
4:30.
What's the #1 news source that you go to when you first wake up?
My head.
What is the ultimate show that you want to create?
I want to do the first scripted miniseries for CNBC.
What's the best piece of advice that you've ever received?
Think hard and deep about what it is you're fighting for, and don't fight for the stuff that does not really matter.
If you weren't doing this job, what would you be doing?
Running HBO.
Tune into CNBC to check out all these shows and more.